darker. See, I found this. I found that the average person gang stalking somebody, the average person who knows they're gang stalking somebody, is just interested in, you know, a few dollars, or they have some sort of personal obsession where they want to feel a level of importance, you know, and they're just following people, they're just stalking people for prepaid credit cards. I mean, there's no real value in it. But then there's people who, then there's these hidden groups who are involved with like, you know, occult science, and they use that stuff, and they kind of take people over. They take groups over. They recruit certain people, and they show them things. Say, oh, look, you can have this, and you're a part of this, and what you're doing is so special. They're not interested in spiritually enlightening anybody or bringing anybody up or educating anybody. They're interested in controlling people. And so, right. And so you have that type of stuff going on. But then there are people who are involved in these occult groups. They view people as spiritual enemies. They see somebody who is spiritually open, like you said, who's using their chakras. They don't even have to do anything. Just their existence on the planet is enough power to scare the people who are into that sort of stuff. You know, because you got to think, if you have X amount of people who are spiritually open and who can see through illusions and who are experienced in metaphysics and aren't buying basically aren't buying the lies, you can't manipulate all these other people if those people are still around functioning at 100%.
Exactly. Hey, that's what it takes, is people to be functioning in their higher chakras. And that's from, like, I was telling you, like, when all my training to become a shaman and an energy healer was about how society, how these controllers are trying to keep you away from using your higher chakras, the feminine energy, basically, right?
Oh yeah, that's what gang stalking's all about, is keeping people in their lower chakra, the root chakra, the Muladhara. That's why they use the color red. That's the color of the root chakra, survival and fear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, isn't it just crazy? Hey, and you know, once you figure this stuff out, but you know, I've found a lot of these TIs just aren't spiritual. Hey, like, just don't have a clue, like, and think that us spiritual people are crazy, you know? Have you found that?
Yeah, well, a lot of them are just coming off the streets. They've never the majority of the targets of you know, people being targeted by gang stalking, they may have inherent insight, inherent abilities, but a lot of times these people are just waking up off the streets being gang stalked, and they had no idea, you know, anything like that could exist, or they have no insight into anything esoteric or any type of they're not aware that there's more to reality than television and the textbooks they were given in school, and so they're just right. So they can't see anything really deeper into it, you know, or they're religious and they say it's all, you know, it's a bunch of demons doing it, which it is. It's very demonic in nature.
Yeah.
But they're not. Yeah. So with you, have you, now is this the place you're living at, do you find that everywhere you move, it's following you, and the people, like if you have a landlord, like you say, are the other tenants?
Yeah, everywhere I go, you know, it's a predator, hey? Some sort of a predator, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think about that concept I had about saying not just freedom from gang stalking, but economic freedom? Like, I think it would be cool to have, like, some sort of place where people who are targeted by gang stalking can go without being stalked. Like some sort of
being harassed or being coerced, and absolutely, I love that idea. You know, where could we go?
I know, that's what I was thinking the other night. It would be nice to have a place, like even like a campground or something, where people can just go and hang out without the gang stalking following. You know, if everybody's being gang stalked, just turn off the phones and not even, you know, I mean, just not. I don't know what would happen. Like, they obviously that they would not stop trying to target and gang stalking people. They would try to find a way in to disturb the people's lives, keep the disturbance going. You know, but it would be a start to get some people to get.
You know, with the 5G grid and stuff, I think that is specifically kind of designed for the gang stalking, right? Like, do you know anything about the 5G grid?
I've heard of it. Can you break it down a little bit?
It's just a new grid where they can do anything. Like, all the smart stuff is going to be hooked up to it, right? The smartphone, the smart fridge, the smart car, the smart meter. So everything's going to be connected to this 5G grid, and it works on satellites up in the sky. So according to that, like, there's this guy named Max Egan, another guy that has the Crow House is the name of his channel. You got to listen to that. He talks a lot about the 5G grid, and there's no escaping it unless you stop using the smartphone, stop using anything smart, right? It's that smart thing that
Right.
dangerous.
Then they'll have people, you know, trying to come in and get people to gang. I can imagine that happening, but just to get away from, like, you got to imagine there has to be some sort of way people can go somewhere without being stalked. Like, it just makes sense.
To feel safe, you know, You know, it's been years and years and years since I've actually felt safe in my own home, you know.
Right.
And a lot of people are like that. They want you to become homeless, you know. But yeah, like a community, like an ashram or some sort of retreat location or something like that. You know, maybe the 5G grid can get at us, but we have our third eye and our crown open. So that's the most important thing. Scalar energy is, we are the most powerful conductors of scalar energy, and that's what they're using, the scalar energy, right? And it's the spiral.
Yeah.
You know anything? I'm a science kind of a person too, hey, so I've studied like all this kind of plasma energy and scalar energy and stuff. So there is, and they call like the human heart the most advanced piece of technology on the earth, and it trumps any kind of 5G grid. As long as you have your mind, which is your thought, and your heart, which is your feeling, connected and both going in the same way.
Right. Hey, we've been speaking for like it's been going for over an hour now, and
okay.
We got some really good stuff down, but we should continue this again, you know, and so other people who are getting gang stalked, you know, can see that through insight and through strategy and the developing aspects of themselves to, like, not necessarily, you know, combat is a good word, but just to get through, you know, communicate to their family members, their friends, you know, what's happening, being able to show them, hey, I'm not going through this alone. There's like millions of people around the world going through it. Just getting the general foundation there. I think that this material that me and you are going through would be very good for that for people. But also, have you approached anybody yet and told them? You haven't done that yet, huh? About
well, I have talked to people, like I haven't directly approached someone to say like, hey, are you gang stalking me, or like I have tried to talk to people and say I'm being gang stalked, and you know, but that's not the way to do it, because they say, there's something wrong with your head, you know.
right.
But
Right.
I well, I did actually. The last place that I lived, where they were harassing me through music, her I did, and they cowered down. She actually moved, but I ended up losing all my stuff and moving too. But that was the first time I really ever confronted a gang stalker.
Yeah, through the noise campaigns. They create noise campaigns. That's interesting. But you know, when you go back out after we get done talking, you go back out. You know, if you get an opportunity, try to see if you can strike up a conversation with somebody, and you don't even have to use gang stalking. You can just say like group stalking, or you know, try to communicate to somebody and build some sort of forum for yourself to get your story across. And that'll actually help you. When we talk about gang stalking, these courses and stuff like that, that will really help you a lot. It'll help you stabilize into the fabric of the people around you, like into their minds. Like, people are gang stalking you, and they're trying to place a message into your mind. You know, they're trying to interfere with your mind and get inside you. The technology really doesn't mean anything. These people are more interested in affecting you within you. And so if you can go out and get your message across and get your message into people as they're trying to reach their message to you, it'll help you a lot more. It really will.
Absolutely. And give me, like, I know that I've had this continuous, my fire center via solar plexus, continually, I have to continually work on that. Like, it's a, being brave enough to do that, you know, and so, yeah, I think if we make people aware of these different energy centers and how we can use this energy center and strengthen it, and we definitely need to keep talking about this, Jamil, and I am definitely going to, yesterday I just wasn't feeling well enough to approach anybody or talk to anybody. And that's been my thing, is that I ignore, I just leave it behind instead. But I'm going to start being strong and standing up for myself.
Yeah, that's the spirit. And
you
oh,
me that kind of power, okay?
Yeah, well, you know, it's all you. You know, I'm just glad I was able to come up with something on YouTube to give you that insight, so you can say, hey, you know, I want things to change. Like, but we should talk. I can call you, huh?
Oh yeah, oh, my landlord just stopped by.
Okay, I'll call you. I'll text you or call you or something later on tonight, and then, you know, we can, like, you know, I'll text you or, you know, reach back out, and then we can keep our dialogue going.
Okay, that sounds really good, Jamil. Thanks for calling. It was a good interview.
Yeah, thank you too. Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
All right, bye.